Welcome, welcome, welcome. So friends, today is a very special day and we are going to talk about special recipe which I have created just by thinking what I can teach in my today's life and how I can replace the concept of today's festival with some of the availability of herbs which is available right here. So let's learn. Welcome. This is Aruna Patki and today we are going to learn about our very important recipe which is called it as a radish. Okay, so we are going to make a weight loss recipe. We are going to make a recipe which is going to boost our digestion. We are going to make a cook today with a very important recipe which is a pitta enhancing or pitta improving or pitta stimulating energy or food which is going to enhance the Agni concept in the body. So we are going to learn about today's cooking specifically for our weight loss. Okay, so let's begin. So what we are going to do today, let's learn about the ingredients what I have. Okay, so this is called it as a Masoor Dal. So this is a Masoor Dal sprouts. Okay, look at them. So this is how it looks like. Freshly made, very easy to make. Then I have carrot, clean, chopped. Then I have onion, a combination of onion as I like it because I'm going to balance the kapha as well as pitta together in this recipe. And I have a combination of white onion, red onion and a little bit of cilantro. And then very important one is our fenugreek. Yes, we are going to use fenugreek. Okay, so if you like our today's recipe until the end, then kindly share this recipe with your friends and family if you feel this is going to help them for their health and wellness. This is a fat burning recipe. This is a weight loss recipe and this is a recipe which can help us to manage our blockages in the body. So it is a channel opener recipe. So let's just learn. So the first ingredient what I need for this today's recipe is I'm going to add a 2 tablespoons of oil here. Okay, and once the oil is nice and warm, we will be adding an important ingredient which will be again another digestive agent which is called it as cumin. Okay, but this variation of cumin is a little bit different than the other cumin because this is a bitter cumin. Okay, so this is called it as a bitter cumin. All right, so I will be adding when the oil is nice and warm. Here the popping sound, here you go, and this is what it is. Okay, now I will be adding our turmeric. All right, and this is a paste of the green chili. Paste of the green chili. Okay, so we are done with the green chili and turmeric in the oil. And give it a nice stir here. Okay, now I'm going to add our onions. This recipe is all about weight loss. So onion is going in. 1 part of onion, 1 part of sprouts and 1 part of carrot and 1/4 part of fenugreek sprouts. Okay, so mix it all well together. And let it cook for a minute. Until the onion gets translucent, we will understand this concept of radish. This is a very vibrant vegetable, beautiful color. This is a fresh radish leaf which I have cleaned and washed. It is right from our garden. So if you see, this is a full of prana food, and we are talking about the food which is going to be a pranic food or the soul food for the body. Okay, clean to the body, clean to the mind. That's what you have to always remember with the concept of the food. So this is a radish leaf. Okay, and radish leaf are meant to be hot virya. That means it has a hot potency. That means this vegetable is hot in nature. Okay, here you go. So now I'm going to add all these ingredients. So fenugreek, sprouts of the Masoor Dal, red lentil, and carrot all together. Okay, all is going in. Very simple, very easy, doable, not too hard, and all clean. That means freshly made, as well as cooking fresh before you eat the lunch. So this is called it as a sattvic food in Ayurveda. Okay, sattvic food. The concept of the sattvic food is to clear the channels in the body and nourish our mind, nourish our body. Okay, look at this. So this is a very bitter and pungent in taste, as this vegetable is good to dilute the weight, to get rid of the weight, to get rid of the fat from the body. That is called it as a Meda Dhatu in Ayurveda. So this is a weight loss recipe. Okay, so I'm going to mix all these very well. As these sprouts are very well formed, they are not going to take more than a minute or two. When you are sauteing, they are already getting soft and tender. So this is a kind of a fire element rich food, or this is a kind of a element which is rich in fire and earth element. Okay, so when we are talking about the energies, about this specifically radish energy, this is a cleanser and detoxifier to the body. So it detoxifies the body, it cleanses the body, it opens up the channels, and as it opens up the channel, it will get rid of the excess accumulation of our excessive material which is attached to the channels in the body. That is called it as a lipid or meda, or that is called it as a accumulation. So this is very good to open up the channels. At the same time, this is a very good cleanser for our urinary system. It works very well on the urinary system. Here you go. All right, so look at this. So we have all the important ingredients which are required for this. This is a kind of a stimulating food for the body. So this is a kind of a rajasic food which is going to aggravate the pitta dosha. Okay, so pitta people, if you are interested to eat this vegetable, that is why I am using all these combinations for our pitta kind of people, so that they can balance out the vegetable effects on the body, and at the same time they can balance out the excess accumulation of the water element in the body. Okay, so mix the vegetable. This is nicely clean chopped radish leaves. Okay, fresh from the garden, fresh from my garden. If I can do this, you can also do this, and this vegetable is full of nourishing factors. So I will explain you what are the nourishing factors this vegetable carries, why this is a good vegetable to calm down the excessive pressure in the body. So if you are suffering with certain diseases where your pressure in the body, blood pressure in the body goes higher than in Ayurvedic literature, we use this vegetable to calm down the excessive pressure in the body, blood pressure in the body. Okay, as it is going to open up the channels, your pressure can get easily lowered, So that is why the combination of the food is the key. Combination of what you are offering, what is your body type, what is your basic constitution, who you are, what is your requirement of the body. Because in Ayurveda, we do not talk about the body mass index. There is no concept of calorie intake in Ayurveda. There is a concept of how to manage your body type, who you are, and are you able to manage your basic nature of the body. That is what Ayurveda recommends, and that is what Ayurveda sees, that your body type is the key, and if you eat as per your body type, then it is going to be easy for your body. Okay, so now I'm adding a kosher salt here, salt as per taste. Okay, so if you have too much blood pressure or kidney challenges, then in that case Ayurvedic food suggests that you be mindful about the salt when you are adding the salt in the food. Okay, so it's all about learning about you. It's all about you and your body type and your combinations of the food, which is going to help us for our body's health concept, because food is the base of our energy. We are humans, and humans needs food, right? So let it cook for a minute, and then I will show you. Now we are cooking it on the medium low heat. This is a cast iron pan, so it's always like a hot and hot all the time, because it retains the heat, a pretty good amount of heat. So you have to be very careful when you are using this. So we are using here the red lentils. That's called it as a Masoor Dal, and Masoor is a very hard, like a kind of a hard to digest. Okay, it is a kind of a pulse. It's a legume, so this is going to be a kind of a gassy vegetable, gassy sprouts. Okay, so in that case, what I did to lower down the effects of the air, or to lower down the effects of the Masoor Dal on the body, which can be like dryness and gassiness and gas formation, bloating. I made the sprouts out of it, so it will be easy on the body to digest it very easily, so our digestive system will be a little bit happy when we use the Masoor Dal in this way, in this form. Okay, so dal, these beans which we used it has the coating, right? So generally when legumes has the coating, that they contain some specific chemical in them, saponins, that's what they call it as in the modern term. So in Ayurveda, we use the beans and legumes often, but in a specific way, so that we can prevent the good movement, good power of the digestion, and we can prevent the good digestion happening. So what happens is, like, when the legumes and beans used in more form for a longer period of time, they will be hard on our digestion. So soaking and creating the sprouts helps not to happen that digestion challenges for the body. So it reduces that challenge on the digestive system. So that is why we cook it in this specific way. And this is the proper way of mixing and eating and cooking, so that our intestine, our digestion, our small intestine, our large intestine, they all will work properly, and the side effects will not happen or will not disturb the body. So this is the reason why we use these things in a specific way. Okay, so let's see. This is cooked. I'm going to turn off the heat now. Here you go. So this is all cooked. Okay, so if you want to, I'm going to use this in the wrap form. Okay, or I'm going to eat this with my vegetable, with my parathas. But if you want to eat this as it is, you can let it cool off, and you can fill in the wraps, or you can fill in the sandwiches in between the two breads, because there is no water, so it will not create the sogginess. Here you go. See, this is pretty good dry vegetable. I'm not going to add any water. I'm just showing some variations so that you can use it often. All right. So if I'm going to eat this with the way I like to eat the gravy, then I will add a glass of water here. If I want to eat this with the rice, then I will add 2 glasses of water here. Okay. So I do not use any broth, and I do not use any other combinations of the veggie broth or chicken broth or any broth. I just use simply water here, so that I can cook it well, and there will not be the incompatible combinations as per Ayurveda in the food. So Masoor Dal, which we used, is a kind of a sattvic combination. So it is going to enhance the ojas in the body and create the clarity in the body, as this is a full of protein. As this is a full of protein, this has a lot of air and earth element into it. So see how we are balancing the 5 elemental theory concept in Ayurveda. Cooking is an art. Cooking is a kind of yoga. For me, this is a meditation. Okay, I don't have a time to sit separately and do 1 hour of meditation or 1 hour, half an hour of meditation. Not at all. I use my same time here when I'm cooking the food. Calorie, fat, protein, carbohydrate, all these modern terms, when we talk about their chemical combination or chemistry or effect on the body. In Ayurveda, we always talk about making the food easy for the body, so that our body can accept the food easily. And when you accept the food easily, then it goes and reaches to your mind also. So that acceptance is going to come right from here, because you are offering all of that which is going to come through your food. And this is what it is. Exactly, I'm going to check it. whether my sprouts are nicely cooked. I'm going to show you exactly. See, so this is how it is, perfect. So this is cooked. All the Ayurvedic requirements are getting fulfilled in this food. All the requirements, the way Ayurveda suggests how to cook, what are the combinations, what you should add, what you should not add, what is the proper way of cooking, why it is very important. And that's why I, in my practice, teach this all to my clients who are coming for the detox and cleansing program to me for their benefits, for their health, for their mind health, for their mental health, for their physical health, for their emotional health, for their psychological health. When they're coming to me to understand this science, this is the way I teach them as per their body type. We modify all the programs for them, and we do authentic teaching, a practical approach, a practical accessible way of their doings on the day-to-day basis, so that they will not get overwhelmed with these changes on the food level. Because most of my clients, they eat meat most of the time, and when they start eating like this, then they say, oh, we are not missing it. So they don't miss it. And many of them already shared with me that whenever I eat meat, it doesn't suit me, but I still eat it, So these are the things like very fulfilling for your physical body, as well as very fulfilling for your mental body and emotional body and spiritual body, and also for the environment as well as social health. Okay, because we all are living on this planet together. So friends, this is what the Ayurvedic dish is. Happy New Year to all of you who are on the live today with me. And I wish you all a very healthy, warm, peaceful, happy New Year as per the Indian calendar, as per the Vedic calendar. As that is why I am using this vegetable to welcome my spring effects for my physical body. Okay, all right, you have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy. Namaste.